NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown. How about that? And it's time for You Got It. Another This Week in North County Baseball. And boy, we're happy to be here. NCTV45 being your local broadcaster of North County Baseball. And we have a lot to get to. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And you know, forgive me for shuffling through. I'm going to kind of tell you about a little bit about this week in North County baseball. The Broadhead Bombers, this is a Beaver County, Lawrence County League, semi-pro baseball association. The league currently has 7 teams, but features a staff competition between a lot of college and ball players, a few of which have professional experience. And, you know, this is just a great time. You could get out, see a game, either down at Brady's Run or right here in Newcastle at Flaherty Field. And we'll talk about the rest as we go through. First of all, a little congratulations is due. Penn State Du Bois, national champs. We're going to show you the video. Let's take a look. Now that was some video, I tell you what, exciting, and that's the kind of baseball you could take a look at if you get up to Flaherty Field. And NCTV45, proud to be bringing you the game of the week each and every week right here from the greatest castle in the world. And let's talk about last year's standings. And we saw Castlewood finish the regular season 16-4, and of course clinching a playoff spot. Now, and I'll get to our game of the week and let you know who it is as we go through this. Just a great season by Castlewood. The Broadhead Bombers, they clinched a playoff spot and were 12-8. Now, last year saw the DB Movers, who saw an up and down season, 11-9. They saw some pretty impressive wins, clinched a playoff spot, and they were in the same bracket right there as the Summertime Heroes, being 11-9 and having their season ride that roller coaster. Now, it was the Downtown Jacks and the Stallions, both 6-14 and 4-16 respectively, and they were eliminated from playoff contention. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more when we get back about some stats of 2017, batting stats, and just how the league went with respect to games and tell you a little bit about our game of the week when we get back on This Week in North County Baseball. Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania features many amenities, lush fairways, and great greens, and many challenging shots. Your crowd will applaud. A short drive from Butler, Sharon, Pittsburgh, Elwood, and Youngstown. It's Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Hey, Angelo Parada here for Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. And if that's not a mouthful, nothing is. But when you need a mouthful of that special brew, it's Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. You know, nothing tastes better than when you make it yourself. And I do some of that brew myself quite often. I like doing it. It's a great hobby, and it's something you can do. Croakers, Kegs, and Corks located right in Union Township. Give them a try. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. And how about that? We're back to This Week in North County Baseball. Last year saw the Broadhead Bombers, and one of their batting leaders, batting .667, was Charles Dolbish. I don't want to mess up these names. He shared time with Tim Saba, and they allowed the Broadhead Bombers to cash in on what was a great season. Now, you're going to have to be looking for that in this first game because Castlewood, and they were the regular season champions, okay, they're going to be taking on the Broadhead Bombers. So we're jumping right in to some great baseball right off the bat. Individual batting and at-bat achievements had Jim Eller. His career spanned 2004 to 2012, and amazing 811 at-bats. Now, he batted .358 during that period. Now, he also has the record for career doubles, games played, hits, and home runs. Well, he didn't have that. That was Steve Powell and Pugh, excuse me, as I get to that. And, just a whole lot of great baseball you can see if you head up to Flaherty Field. And we're working on getting, some music in between the innings and a concession stand open so you can get a cold drink. Now, as we make our way through, this tells you a little bit about past teams. And keep in mind that the Broadhead Bombers keep a very great, and I want to tell you, page that keeps you abreast of what's going on. So they have records from 2000 to 2015 on there. They were league runner-up in 2015, and they were JR's Pizza back in 2000. So I thought I'd mention that as we go through on This Week in North County Baseball. Now, I still got a lot more to go, so why don't you hang in there? We're going to take this little stretch, hear from some great sponsors, and we'll be back right after this message. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-6
658-2535. These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
And welcome back to This Week in North County Baseball. And we were talking about the Broadhead Bombers. Now, Castlewood and the Broadhead Bombers getting together in our game of the week, and couldn't open up with a better one. For the Broadhead Bombers, you're going to want to watch Jim Elmiller, really heavy with the bat, batting .592 was his slugging percentage last year. His batting average, not too bad either, .437. And also carrying a heavy bat, Tompkins. Broadhead Bombers always having a very competitive team. Now, MVP status has gone in the past to Stanfin, and I can't say the last name, sorry Stan, but that was a 2016 stat that they had given us. Now, if you were wondering a little bit how last season opened up, we're going to tell you, but we got to take this little break, get to the sports report on who's on the big leagues, and then we'll be right back. This program furnished by a grant from May Landscaping and Lawn Service. Affordable prices, no job too big or small, general and skilled labor. May Landscaping.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and call Cedars 724-658-9260.
Into the Cedar Sports Corner. Well, Bucks off today, Tribe's off today. So what do you got in baseball? San Diego at Washington, Miami's at the Mets, the Yankees, they're down in Texas, and the late game, the Rockies at the Dodgers. Over in the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning, why they're taking on the Washington Capitals, and it's Boston. Yes, those Celtics in the NBA up 2-1, played a miserable game on the weekend, but they're up 2-1, and they're taking on the Cavs in Cleveland. Now, this week, we feature our North County Baseball Game of the Week. That's Friday, as the Broadhead Bombers take on Castlewood. Make sure you tune in. I'll be telling you about it every day. Now, we're going to take this time out, and we'll be right back after we hear from these great sponsors.
A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program.
Now, as we close out our first This Week in North County Baseball, we remind you that last year, Castlewood 16-4, taking on the Broadhead Bombers, 12-8 last year. This is going to be a good one. Now, keep in mind, May 25th last year saw the game postponed between the DB Movers and the Downtown Jacks because of rain. We hit that rainy season, and it kind of muddled things along. The Broadhead Bombers beat Castlewood last year there, and the next day, 3-1. So it's going to be an interesting game. And NCTV45, more than happy to bring it to you. And we are so looking forward to being the broadcaster of North County Baseball and This Week in North County Baseball. So here's hoping you get out to the ball yard, see a great game, get a drink, sit there, enjoy the sunshine, and, keep in mind when you go home, you can watch it again, because NCTV 45, we're available anytime on your time. And this was, This Week in North County Baseball. How about that? Until next time, have a great week.